Hello and welcome back to the channel. Yes, you read the title. This is going to be a cesspit video. I'm adventuring into the Republican mind by watching the Quartering's take on the Blues Clues Pride Parade song. Why have I picked the Quartering? Other than the fact he's a disingenuous dense motherfucker, it was the first one I seen. And obviously I hate the Quartering. For many different reasons. And it was the first one I seen, and I thought it was quite funny. So I seen that about the first minute, and yeah, you'll get the idea when I'll show you.
There is a lot of outrage over a new Blues Clues episode that featured, or a short or a video or something, about the Pride Parade. As you don't know, hilariously we get Memorial Day but Pride Month.
You are talking complete bollocks, and you would not say a single other thing if it didn't have Pride there. If Pride was not there, you would not be saying that they only got a day. First off, I know you don't do research. I've seen Dark Viper's video on you. Fucking me! And that's American! Fuck off!
Probably matters there, but we're about to enter Pride Month, or otherwise known as Cringe Month. Where
Cringe month.
one area of major contention is when you're talking about putting this kind of programming in children's
I was expecting propaganda there.
television shows, in particular Blues Clues. Caused a lot of outrage because, well, you know, they put a warning in front of Disney rides. They put a warning in front of all their Disney movies. But, you know, there was no warning in front of this episode in case parents wanted to be there with their children.
What do you mean, be there with their children? They're watching Blues Clues, not fucking 50 Shades of Grey.
LGBTQ animals. And they sing a song about pride and all this kind of stuff. Look,
Do you think bestiality is going to come
I
into
don't
it?
have a strong opinion one way or another. I wouldn't be letting my kids watch anything.
And even you don't trust it because it's given representation to people you've denied that representation to.
I don't think there's anything wrong with preaching tolerance whatsoever, but there is a questionable, there is an ongoing debate right now in terms of how much should we be showing kids? How much should be...
All of it, in my opinion. If you grow up not knowing anything about you, you see a gay person. Like, I grew up in a very homophobic way where I was told it wasn't really normal. And I believe them now, it's not normal. It's cool not to be normal. Fuck off.
we be worried about, you know, programming children.
Oh, God, you're acting like it's a fucking communist agenda. Programming children into thinking. Being nice. Was that a problem now? It will being too nice. The word snowflake gonna appear as the fucking word Gen Z. Ooh, woke. Oh, yeah, that's in the title.
And I think that that's a reasonable conversation to have. I think parents, you know, bear responsibility in what they let their children.
Again, you're acting like it's fucking a pornographic video. It's a parade for pride in a TV show made for kids, dumbed down to the level that kids would understand, and catchy so the kids enjoy it and they learn something. That's the whole point. They're not programming your kids to be gay.
Watch. And to be honest, I'd probably be more likely to let my kids watch anime than any.
Oh God, have I got news for you.
But then you have weird stuff like, you know, the BLM fist and, you know, all sorts of things that a lot of children probably either don't know about, don't need to know about.
No, they don't know about it because you don't care enough to make them understand the world. You have them in a closed box, which makes them think, oh, That's normal, okay. Okay, no. Can't have that.
or aren't ready for. And I think that I understand why parents.
You teach kids the love, a loving, straight heterosexual fucking love. At a very young age, they see, oh, mummy and daddy, kissing, love, oh. Or, if you're British, we're like, if we don't teach them at a young age, they're not going to understand when they get older. They're going to take the wrong thinking, I was never told this, is this something new? Should I be worried about it?
Parents might be upset about this. But, the mainstream media, of course.
If you get upset about it, then clearly you're the issue. Also, he's getting a fucking news source from the Mary Sue. I can only think what they're trying to insinuate there.
Loved it. You see, of course, in Mary Sue, Blue's Clues hosts a Pride Parade sing-along with drag races Nina West. Wow. If you're looking for a fun, kid-friendly way to celebrate Pride, then Nickelodeon's and Blue's Clues have just the ticket. Now, we've seen Nickelodeon venture far more into
SpongeBob.
the
It's
politics
gonna be SpongeBob.
releasing cringe, like,
Oh.
Nickelodeon news where they talk about white privilege and things like that.
Because that's an issue.
I don't think that we should be imposing these ideas on young children right now. First of all, they don't understand it. They can't understand it.
They can't understand it until you teach them it.
It's sing-along hosted by Nina West using the tune The Ants Go Marching. West, sings afloat by a showcase, a parade of animals representing
God, and I thought I was dyslexic.
the lgtbqia plus community spectrum. There are non-binary dolphins, trans beavers, bi sheep, and a host of animals with various disabilities.
It's showing more representation for people. Nickelodeon and Blue's Clues, the people make it, they've hit it out the park with this one. They've represented so many people. Do you know where that ball went? Hit you in the fucking noggin.
Now, I do think that a message of inclusion, like, look, when kids are in elementary school and they see a kid in a wheelchair or a kid who has a physical deformity, maybe they're missing a hand or something like that, I think that these are things that I wish kids would react better to.
And that's true. That's what they're aiming for, showing more representation, showing that it's okay to be different. You kind of just you're going back and forwards with this one, aren't you?
You're young, you see somebody different, and so what's natural is they get ostracized and discriminated against by the other kids, which sucks. I'm not sure toddlers are really worried about running into a lot of non-binary folks.
Well, to be honest, this show is open from everywhere, and everyone from age 3 to like age 9. I mean, that's how long I watched it for, because I was a bit of a weirdo. I started watching that show almost 7 years after the original creator left.
Elementary school, or drag queens if their parents are, not taking them to story time, But overall, I think the message is fine. Love.
Then why are you ranting about it then?
Is love, you see, and everyone should love proudly. This is a fine message. But I do understand with a lot of parents, wondering what exactly happened to my cartoons? What exactly happened?
It's got with the times. If you don't follow it, you're going to get left in the fucking dirt. And I'll make sure I'll reverse backwards and just keep running over it until you realise that you're a bit far back and you should catch up.
Again, I think a lot of this can be, if this kind of stuff offends you, I understand. And
how do you get offended by gay people? What's it's how did fucking Hitler become offended to Jews? Because he was a dick.
You should really just not be watching any mainstream television these days. You just don't know what's going on.
Who leaves their kid unattended to watch TV? I knew after I was 5, when I accidentally went onto the fucking porn channels, that I wasn't allowed to watch TV by myself until I was like 13. But, like, you shouldn't be just leaving them in there to entertain themselves with the TV. Your job is to sit with your kid, make sure they're okay, make sure they're watching the right thing that you want them to watch. It's not their job. That's your job.
I guess, the overwhelming reaction appears to be positive, with many taking to social media to praise Blue's Clues for being progressive and taking proactive steps to teach kids about different family structures in a fun, catchy way that appeals to young children. Some people might call that propaganda.
How is that propaganda? Let's do the same type of people getting annoyed at the fucking military adverts. I'll have a video coming on that soon. Keep your eyes open.
I think ultimately parents probably need to be more involved in what their kids are watching and having more conversations with their kids.
Again, back and forth like a fucking tennis match.
I think the days are long gone of just plopping your kid down in front of television or Nickelodeon even and being...
That should have never been the case. We've moved from it because that's the better thing to do.
Being able to trust what was on there as something that you would inherently approve of. Those days are long gone as Nickelodeon has gotten far more political.
Gays people's existence isn't political. It's not politics. We don't want politics. We just want not to be murdered, not to be beaten up, not to be killed. In the streets, outside, like around the pubs, in parks, on public transport.
You see shows like Teen Titans and all this stuff putting in...
Like, you should not be letting your preschooler watch Teen Titans. First off, it's shit. Teen Titans Go, that is. The original was okay.
BLM messaging.
Yes, because it's representation. They're not going, Black Lives Matter, come on, shove it on your foot, come on.
Into kid stuff. Kids aren't ready for that, in my opinion.
If kids aren't ready then they're not ready at all.
And that's a conversation that parents should have with their children, not a cartoon.
If a TV show has to do it, the parents have failed. They've failed to be good parents.
By getting more involved in what your kids watch and making sure they don't watch stuff from channels that... I mean, who is this for?
Not for you, you cunt!
This episode was written for 30-year-old members of the LGBTQ.
No, it wasn't!
Community to like and retweet it. It wasn't written for the children, I hope.
It was written for the children, so they could feel accepted and understand, have a basic understanding of it. We're not teaching them the whole entire thing. It is literally the face of it and what they need to be shown, and that it's okay.
Hope. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
No, you never do.
There's nothing inherently wrong with the message.
No, there's nothing. So why are you going on about it?
But the questions are, for me, are around like, is this, are preschoolers ready for all of this?
Yes, they are. Again, I've said this earlier, but I'm going to regurgitate it. You're teaching them about straight, passing heterosexual relationships. Yeah, no, we'll not teach them about LGBT because that's too political for children. Bloody hell! At age 7, I would have hated David Cameron, and I was 7. I didn't know why. Just know he was a bit of a dick.
They don't even understand about their own bodies and things.
No, they don't, because they're developing children. That's the whole point. They are learning things. They're explorative. They're there. They are creative. people. We don't give them enough credit. They want to understand the world, and we suppress it from them because we think they're not ready for it.
Things like that. And we gotta, have this stuff going on in Blue's Clues. I wouldn't let my kids watch anything produced in the modern West, but if you are, if you're inclined to, then I guess that's on you.
I wouldn't let my kids. If I found my kids watching you, I'd revoke their internet access. Be frankly honest with you. I think it's clearly obvious that the Quartering is a cunt, and so are his fans. But I already knew that. So, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. I'm going to need it. I'm also going to post this on... No, I'm not going to post it on the Quarters Reddit, or that might cause me to die. Though, if you did find this funny, make sure to like and subscribe, and maybe put on that notification bell when I talk about the military's, well, the US military's new campaigns to make people join. And I'll see what people have to say about that. Until then, see you later.